So welcome to the August seminar series of the Zeribe Foundation. The speaker will be looking at generative artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is trying to overtake, everything humanity does these days, though we still say they are controlled by humans, so they will not take over everything. Tahid Alimi will be taking us through some of the introductory aspects of artificial intelligence, and hopefully in the future, he will be able to come back and give us the advanced aspect of it, and hopefully we'll have developed further from the introductory aspect and the demonstration he will give to us this evening. My name is Dr. Pai Eze, and I'll be the moderator of this seminar this evening. Feel relaxed, and I believe you gain a lot from this presentation this evening. So I'll just progress to introducing the speaker, and then we take it off from there. So our speaker today is Mr. Tawhid Alimi. And just like we normally do, we try to introduce the speaker so that you feel relaxed and also understand who is talking to you before I hand over to him to speak to us and take us through his presentation. So he did his Bachelor's of Science in Agriculture, specifically Agricultural Economics and Extension from Ekiti State University in Ado-Ekiti. And recently, he also had a certificate on media and information literacy from the National Open University of Nigeria, and currently undergoing Masters in Business Administration in the specialty of marketing management. And also, he has other certifications like Digital Journalism, Project Management Foundations, Fundamentals of Digital Marketing, Google Search Engine Optimization for Fundamentals. So you can see, we do tell you guys, don't just streamline yourself to your undergraduate studies. Try to diversify as you progress. So you can see Tawhid is a testimony of that diversification from bachelor's in agriculture to media and even business management. And you can see, as I introduce him, that he has also been into radio journalism and broadcasting, which is very, very wonderful. So diversifying yourself will also provide you several opportunities as you grow in your career ladder. He's currently a public relations officer in Fountain University, Osogbo in Nigeria. And before starting that position at Fountain University, he has been the team lead of Limta Communications Academy, editor and program presenter in Newcris FM, and also a radio presenter of Voice FM 89.9 in Ekiti State, Nigeria, which is what I highlighted. Don't just try to streamline yourself in that physics or in that chemistry you did in your undergraduate. Try to broaden your scope of knowledge to be a better human being, and also to provide a better career prospect for yourself. He's also the founder of Thrive Dynamics. Like he put it, a forward-thinking public relations and marketing agency combining cutting-edge artificial intelligence technology and human insight to provide exceptional marketing and public relations solutions. He has got a couple of awards as well. Award of Excellence for the best leadership of an innovative social media campaign from an organization he worked previously, which is Strategy and Innovation for Development Initiative. He also has certificate of recognition by Enactus Nigeria for his entrepreneurial skills. And also, most recently, he won MTN Post Business Grant. And from what I've mentioned earlier about Tawhid, you would have known where his interest will be. So he's involved in artificial intelligence-driven digital marketing and business development. He's also into civil rights and social action, economic empowerment, and human rights, which is also part of what the Zeribe Nwosu Foundation does, empowering people and also supporting people in achieving their goals and future career objectives. And he's also into radio broadcasting and communications. So you can see our speaker is well versed and well diversified. So please sit back and listen to his presentation. Please, you can also find him on LinkedIn, Instagram, and also on X, which was formerly Twitter. By just typing his name, you should be able to find him in any of these social media platforms in case you want to reach out to him in the future after this presentation. And thank you for listening to the introduction of our speaker. Just before I hand over to the speaker, if you've got anything you want to reach out to the Zeribe Nwosu Foundation in the future, you can use these two email addresses to write us. You can as well follow the Facebook page in which you'll be able to chat with the communication team through that route as well. Or you could also join the Telegram group in which we do lots of activities, including scheduling the Meet the Mentor series. You should also follow our YouTube channel where you'll be able to listen to previous presentations for the Zeribe Nwosu Foundation seminar series, including our networking presentation. You can also follow our LinkedIn page and also the Instagram. In case you are just joining us today, in this seminar series, you might as well visit the Zeribe Nwosu Foundation website to get further information on the activities of the foundation. And we do hope you gain a lot from the presentation Mr. Tawhid is going to give to us. And in the future, you can find time to navigate through the Zeribe Nwosu Foundation website to further know what the foundation represents and how we can help you or how you can contribute to the aims and mission of the foundation. So thank you so much for listening to me. I'll stop sharing and then hand over to Mr. Tawhid to start his presentation.
Thank you, Dr. Izzy, for that detailed profile. One of the beauty of these days is that you can always find a lot of information about people online with
Yeah,
just a
definitely.
few points. Right. Dear participant, good evening. I can see some of my colleagues from Fountain University, our ICT head, Mr. Kinlabe, I can see you on the call. Thank you for joining. And a host of other people who are my contact. Thank you. I want to thank the Zeribe Nwosu Foundation for giving me the platform to share the little I know about artificial intelligence. Early this year, precisely on March, that was when I came across ChatGPT, which is one of the most popular AI tools that people use today. And that was because my wife needed me to sort some things for her. She's a biochemist. I didn't study biochemistry, and she had an assignment to do then. So she wasn't going to go through the stress of, going on Google. The way Google works is that you go on Google, punch some certain keywords, and you have a list of results in the SERP pages. So, and he said that, do I have the premium version of ChatGPT? I said, I don't. I said, okay, let me quickly do that. And I did. And I typed in the question she wanted me to, get answers for. And immediately, the answer was very precise and straight to the point. So that I was like, okay, for this to happen, this means that this is a whole lot of things. At that point in time, I started thinking about what I could do with that new tool I got, which is the OpenAI, precisely ChatGPT. And that was the beginning for me. So from March up till now, it's been awesome. I've used AI tools to help my day-to-day activities, to improve efficiency and, of course, effectiveness, help my businesses, and etc. So I believe that in the next few minutes, my plan is that in the next 15 to 30 minutes max, I should be able to be done with my presentation. But if you're an academic, you can use AI to aid your research to make it faster. If you're into business, you can employ some AI tools to help you with generating business proposal, business plan, sending quotations to your clients, sending proposal to your client. You can use AI to generate copywriting that will make sense to people. I am the public relations of Fountain University. Most of the news item that is available on our website, my head of ICT is here. I use AI tools. All I have to do is to input certain prompts, which I'm going to show us now, and it will generate for me. I copy it, do some mini editing to add human touch to it, and I will send it. So I do that. In terms of like the Dr. Eze mentioned, I own Tribe Dynamics. In terms of blog posts, most of the blog posts on Tribe Dynamics are AI generated content. All I have to do is look for prompts, input some detail, make it close-ended, such that the robot will not go wild. So I give it specific instruction. I need to do this, do not go beyond this, not go beyond that. And it gives me exactly what I want. So precisely, I am saying that for those of us, like we rightly mentioned, we are all familiar with AI tools, probably because it's been in the news. We've heard about it. We've had a lot of people talk about it. Probably we've not been using it. I am saying if you've not been using it, you've been missing a lot. All right, so I will be introducing us to some platform that are very common that can be using. Then I'll be sharing with us some other places where we can always look for relevant AI tools to work for us. In the course of this presentation, I am going to work with two audience, which I believe should cut across. Number one, I met Dr. Eze on an academic research platform. So initially, my thought, or let's say the assumption I had is that majority of those who are attending this seminar are going to be academics. So initially, I was going to tip my presentation towards making use of AI tools to aid research, to make it easier. But then, because I'm also business oriented, so I felt like, okay, beyond academics, I should show people, some who be interested in that, how to make some AI tools to help their business. So I will be making use of 2 or 3 platforms now to do my demo. Then I will show us link to get access to several AI tools that we can be using either for business or whatever it is you want to do. Now, the first I am going to be making reference to is probably what a lot of us are also familiar with. I am familiar with AIPRM. Yes or no? Please let's respond. I am familiar with AIPRM. Yes, no. No, 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 no. Good. Thank you. All right. So that is the first thing I'm going to be using. For every artificial intelligence, sorry, didn't bother going through defining what artificial intelligence is, all of those academic jargon. I don't want to, like I mentioned in the beginning of my presentation, I don't want to go with the stereotyped way of doing presentation in the academic world because, so our doctors in the house and our professors, please, pardon me for that. So for every AI tools, we have some that you can access for free at the moment, and there are some that you have to pay to enjoy premium service. I make use of the premium service of ChatGPT. In fact, I make use of GPT-4, which is better compared to ChatGPT. At the moment, for those of us who might not, for one reason or the other, just because we want to test the efficacy of what we are looking at, the first one I'm going to be introducing us to is AIPRM. Now, I have decided this is a new system. I've decided not to install AIPRM on this particular system I'm using, so I'm going to be starting afresh. So just go on Google. First, I expect that you log in your mail, log in your Gmail. Once you log in your Gmail, then come back in that tab, just punch AIPRM on Google, on your search engine. I'm making use of Chrome, but you can make use of any browser of your choice. So punch AIPRM on Google, on your search engine rather. This is the first one. You'll see AIPRM for ChatGPT. So you click on that. It's a Chrome extension. By Chrome extension, okay. Please pardon me. I want to assume that because of the kind of time we find ourselves, most of us are familiar with some simple computer terms. So what we are doing on this platform is to attach this Chrome extension to our browser. So you would see the option of add to Chrome. Once you do that, it will be very good if most of us are following with a laptop and can easily be doing this now, but we can't. let's just be writing it down. And thankfully, since there's going to be recording, we can watch this later. So just add the extension rather, the option here, add extension. So you have it, it will download automatically to notify that it's been added. Like I have it here. Once you're done adding this AIPRM to your browser's extension, so the next thing is for you to go to that. This is the spot where extension usually is. If you can see my mouse, just beside this URL tab. So beside there, that is so like the cookie item there. So I click on the extension. I just choose my AIPRM. Other extension you have or you download to your browser can always be here. So I click on that. So it brings me down. Come in. So it brings me back here. Ordinarily, if I'm using my other system because I have it there. So, but let's say you're just starting. Let's work with you signing up. So you sign up. It will require you to sign in with your email address, precisely communicate what you want to the AI tool in terms of prompt. Particularly now, ChatGPT will determine how you get results. That is that. Now, for academics now, I want to show us this particular AI tool, this standard AI tool for academic people who are into writing academic work, thesis, whatever project you want to use, regardless of the level. At the moment, I want to check for several PDF material on this particular topic given to me by Dr. Eze. Now, what I want to do is to review 10 books in 5 minutes or in as like the shortest minute possible. Now, the first thing I did is to go online, go on Google, as I usually do, or some other platform where you get academic material, ResearchGate, etc., to check for existing books, existing publications rather, that we have on that.
You maybe search cancer metabolism. I think there should be a lot of articles on that. Just type
cancer metabolism PDF. Cancer metabolism PDF. Okay, perfect. These are journals. ResearchGate, perfect. Yes, yeah, I've seen one. So now I have downloaded this Fundamental of Cancer Metabolism, May 2016. What I want to do with this AI tool, that document I just downloaded, I want a summary of it. So you have your materials that you've downloaded regarding a particular research area or topic rather. So you downloaded a lot of content. At this point in time, we don't have excuse to limit ourselves to number of materials. You can download 1,000 materials, whatever it is that you want to use. Just come here to upload the file. This is the file I just downloaded. Upload it. So it's uploading. Please don't forget this particular platform is for those of us in academic or those who want to publish academic material. So it's a way of trying to review bulky content and not necessarily those in the academic world. You have a book you want to make a review about, you have the soft copy, download it, come to shali.ai, upload the material and ask any question regarding that. Now, this is the interface. I am done uploading and it's processing. So the first thing this platform will do for you is to give you a very summary. Now, it says this document is a review of research on cancer metabolism. It explains this, blah, 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 blah. I hope you can all see this.
Yes.
I can now decide to say, regarding this document, I can ask any question I want to ask just to know more about it. Say, for example, maybe I want to write an academic, I want to write an essay about fundamental cancer metabolism. In my word, you can say, write 500 words content about or introductory content about cancer metabolism. Ensure to reference your work, your submission rather, using APA format. Custom table edition to reference your submission. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Your submission using APA style. All right. Now, let's just as I'm just working with this prompt. You might want to look at this place to check the, okay, it's set to long. So, and enter. And let's see what this will do. At the moment, the first thing this AI is telling us is that it's unable to generate 500 words in the content record based on the material alone. Probably, I didn't check if the material is voluminous enough, however, but I just want to work with that content, however, but it still gives us something. They said, however, I can provide you the brief summary of the document's content or cancer metabolism. The document says this, this, and this, and this. The point exactly is that with what you do uploading a particular document, depending on the content of the document, you can now ask questions to suit what you want, and this will generate it for you. Not just that, it will probably reference it for you, and it can even confirm if the referencing is very correct. For our academics on the page, please, you can try to play around this at your own free time. Again, this is the free version. If you can afford it, please go for the pro version. It makes it easier. That's for the academics. That's number one. Number two, we're probably familiar with Qbot. If you're familiar with Qbot, please say yes.
Yes.
Some of my students say they use it.
This is in terms of Qbot. So also, what is required of this just to create an account with your email address? You might not even need to create an account to even use it. So there are several things you can use or you can do on Qbot. You can paraphrase. Say, for example, let me go to I'm coming. Let me go and copy one write-off from my university's website. So to just do a very quick demonstration of how Qbot works, let me close all of these tabs. So, okay. So, okay, why is that keyboard again? So the first thing I want to use on keyboard, like I was saying, there is paraphraser for which you can copy its 10 words. An average lazy student now that wants to just walk around, avoid plagiarism, can just copy or lift a particular content in a document, bring it to Qbot, and Qbot will paraphrase such that if you subject that particular content to plagiarism test, it will not fly. So, for example, now to demonstrate that, so I want to, this is the opening statement here. Fountain University, you just copy this. I come back here to Qbot. I paste. This is the document. This is the content. 43 words. Paraphrase. No, it has changed this thing for me. I decided to stay to increase the level at which it will use the synonyms to make it more accurate, depending on your subscription version. You can shorten it, expand it, and more. Everything here. You can also adjust the tone for which the output is going to be. Do you want it to be formal? Do you want it to sound academic style? Do you want it to be simple, creative, etc.? You can work with it. Also, for those of us who are into copywriting, and this is not limited to those in academic alone, you are a business person, you want to write anything on your social media, you want to confirm if your grammar is very correct, you can just copy any content you have, lift it here, and it's automatically edited for you. So gone are the days where you write your book and you want to submit to an editor to help you check it. You don't need it any longer. So with Qbot, you can be sure that it will do the editing for you. However, you need to be conscious of the English you're going to be using. At the moment, Qbot is using UK English. So if you're writing an application to the US, I want to suggest you use Grammarly. Grammarly works with American English. But for those of us in Nigeria, and of course the UK, I suggest that you make use of Qbot to edit your document. So I'm showing it here, it is set to UK English. If you want to use German, set to German. If it is French or Spanish, So you work with that. So another thing is for you to check plagiarism with supervisors. So for every batch, let me use Nigeria slang, there is a goes. So if any student is submitting any content, even though I don't expect the level at which with several years at our disposal now, I expect that level of plagiarism should be very low. It shouldn't be a thing a lot of students should fall into any longer. So academics can use this particular interface to check for plagiarism. To summarize, the most important, this citation generator, they just add this to it. They just added this citation generator to it. And this is particularly for academics now. You want to do the citation of any web page, any journal article, any book, etc. For example, let us, for this journal article, okay, web page, let me check for that web page we are going to use the other time. Okay, cancer metabolism. Let me remove PDF away from it. Say, for example, let's pick this. So let's just pick that. So let's come back to keyboard and paste and cite. So it will do the work for us just like this. So, and if you're not comfortable with this, maybe you have a preference, you have a difference that you want to use, you can cite it manually. So that is for keyboard. So, with that said, because of time, again, there are several other AI tools we can make use of on our phones. Later on, I can send some other ones I use on my phone to Dr. Izzy to share with us. So with that being said, I will be showing us 5 different websites. And please let us write the URL of this website down. The first is easywithai.com. Please let's write that down. Let me just copy and just drop it in the chat box. So I do that. The first one is easywithai.com. So on this website, if you look at it, if you're a writer, you can search for AI tools that can help you as a writer. If you want to generate images, now gone are the days where somebody who is into marketing is going to be, sanctioned or fined because he's using be issued copyright fine because he's using one one image of somebody. With AI tools, you can generate images that nobody's going to lay claim on. So if you want to create videos, there are AI tools to create videos. For audios, if you're into podcasting, etc., there are ones. Marketing, email, logo generation, SEO, transcription, upscaler, coding too. However, on this coding, please don't be a lazy developer. At the moment, I do not recommend that you use AI tools to code because, anyways, to our tech people in the house, they will say more about that. So there are also some AI tools you can use, you can integrate. For example, now for those of us who are into customer service, we need access to AI tools that will respond to customers in real time, at least to a larger extent. We make ourselves available to continue the conversation. So there are AI tools in that regard. So you can come around here, AI tool category to see. There are text to speech. For example, you want to make a video, you can just, and you are the kind of person, maybe you're not very confident with your voice, or you're not confident with your diction or your pronunciation, and just want to make a very good impression about your brand. So you can, and you're good with writing. You're not good with writing at this point in time. You can easily go to ChatGPT to help you generate a text or certain text to suit what you want, and still come back to another AI to convert that text to speech. What a good time to be alive. So there's text to speech, etc. And of course, we have some free AI tools. For those of us who want to focus on free tools at the moment, image generators, text generators, logo, images, audio, etc. Then on this platform too, you can take AI courses to learn more about AIs, to learn more about how these things function, to learn more about you can further integrate it in your business, in your activity. At the moment, I might be talking more about business now because I believe AI too works a lot for business people. It makes a lot of our work easier. if you are making use of it. So that is that. You can explore the interface later. That is the first website. The second one is trendingaitools.com. The second one is Trending AI Tools. On this part, the reason why this is that it gives you the latest ones, the latest AI tool, and ones that are very good. They are very good. So if you come here, the categories, you have chatbots. So it will give you a lot of AI tools that you can use as chatbot for your business. For image generators again, to Dr. Eze, I don't remember the person that said in the future, I suggest that you come back here later after this session, click on this image generator and explore how it works. So all you have to do is just input your prompt and it generates it for you. Photo editing to write. Again, let me go back to the academics now, because like I mentioned, initially my thought was that majority of people on this call are going to be academics. At the moment, one of the fears people had about using AI to write academic thesis was that, one, they were considering plagiarism, they were considering the accuracy in terms of the referencing, and of course, at some point, because there was the knowledge that ChatGPT is limited to 2021, the data that was used, to pack ChatGPT stored in 2021. And for those of us who might be familiar, who have been using ChatGPT very well, you should have discovered that if you ask some questions relating to like 2022 up to date, ChatGPT might not be able to give you relatable responses. However, with GPT-4, it's still the same though. But what I do anyways is that, again, it boils down to how you are able to prompt this tool. So you can say that, for example, write an introduction on this particular topic, ensure that your reference, the document you're going to reference is not later than 2013. Since the standard we work is, okay, we are going to review paper, let's say 10 years. So 2013, so the ChatGPT, I believe, or if you have access to GPT-4, will still review papers from 2013 up to 2021 for you. Now, if machine has done that amount of work for you, I believe that for you to review 2 years is not an issue too. Again, we have another tool, Bard. I might not be able to show us here. Google Bard, B-A-R-D. Let me just type that. B-A-R-D. So we can type this on Google. With Bard, it has the opportunity, or let's say it has the capacity to search, to crawl to websites. Unlike ChatGPT will tell you it doesn't have the capacity to crawl on websites to look at latest content. But with Bard, because it is incorporated with Google, it has the capacity to crawl to websites. By crawling, which is a tech term, I mean that when we go on Google to search for something, so let's say I go on Google and I type bag like this. What the Google robot is doing is to crawl every available website online that has the word bag on it. So Google will crawl to check for every website, or every web page rather, that has useful content with the keyword bag to show me. So with bag now that I just typed on the chat box, it has the opportunity to crawl to websites or pages to give us latest content. So in terms of researching or writing academic thesis, I would suggest we make use of Bard more, because of the currency of it and its ability to look at up-to-date content, up-to-date research publications to give us better results. So that is for that. But you can, I make use of them hand in hand. If I want the latest content, I go on Bard. If I want GPT, if I want to generate a very a content that is making sense, I make use of GPT-4. So like I was saying, the second website is Trending AI Tools. We can go on it to check. And we can also make use of this to check whichever one or whatever it wants to do, top rated AI tools, because for each of these categories, a lot of people have done a lot of work to create different AI tools. So we can come to this top rated to look at which are performing optimally and people really relate with. So that's number two. Number three, is featuretools.io. So this is the interface. Again, here you might want to search for specific tools you need. For academics, you can come to research, click on research and search for it. So there is that. There is voice modulation, there is self-improvement, there is marketing, generative arts, generative code, generative video, image improvement, image scanning for fun, aggregators, etc. So text to speech, whatever it is you need, here you can just come around, just type it. So, and it will give it to you. Then here too, you can have latest news about AI content and now what people are using AI to do to see if you can also use that to generate whatever it is you want to generate. So that is there. And of course, learn is part of what you can also do, learn about AI tools and what you can use AI tools to do. Again, some of these tools might require that you spend a lot of time to study them. So if you are working with a website like Feature Tools, you can come around here to see how to navigate most of this platform to make it easier for you so you don't struggle with, navigating them. So that is also available for you on this part. And of course, if you're a tech person who is into, building AI tools, so you can also come around here to contribute to the knowledge bank so that other people can also benefit from it. So if you build any AI tool, you can come here to submit that to the platform. So that is that. Another one is openpedia.io. So there's Openpedia. Here too, you have different categories for academics. There's the option of you coming to choose research. There are AI tools for research works. There are AI tools for social media assistant. Practically, there's never been a time to start a business than now. There's never been a time to start a business than now. So I tell a lot of people that so now I think business administration needs to redefine the concept of sole proprietorship because a sole proprietor can be running a business alone, but use different AI tools to be managing his or her business. And these AI tools are doing the work a lot of human beings are supposed to be doing. So maybe we need to redefine the definition of business administration. However, that's just on a light hand. My point exactly is that it has become so very easy to set up a business. I am currently doing my MBA with focus in marketing management. So I understand what the academic was subject us to learn about managing business and setting up a business. So most of these things are at the core of successful business operation is human resources. So meaning that you need human beings to manage a lot of things. And most of these things, or let me say some of them, are things you can now make use of AI tools to substitute. So in terms of social media assistant, you can have social media AI tool to do that for you. Writing assistant, that's AI tool to do that for you. In fact, you'll be paying them. By paying the AI tools that you are subscribing to the premium version. So many business people, I do it anyways. I employ AI. I pay AI salary, even if it's just 4,500 naira per month. That's the light hand. My point is, it is even cheaper because the amount of work I subject this GPT-4 guy to do, I call it guy, if I am burdening a human being with that amount of work, the person must have asked me for a raise, or at some point they tell me that, wants a break or something. So to those of us in the other, into academics, this is one of the best times to set up a business, especially in the area where you can have all of this. For finance, we have AI tools that can help you calculate, that can help you sort your finances, calculate your okay, why is this not coming? Your profit and profitability analysis, your income statement, your balance sheet, everything. Issue invoices, issue receipts, do all of those things you need as a business. You don't need to employ an accountant. At least if you're operating if you belong to the MSMEs, you belong to the MSME category. So openpedia.io, let's check that. And of course, on this platform, too, we can submit them too if you are a developer. And of course, the last one, I believe, is aitools.fyi, AI tools for your information. AI tools for your information. So I just posted here AI tools for your information. So that is the last part. Here too, you have access to a lot of what is it called? A lot of AI tools for you to make use of. Image processing tools, time board. Now there's the keyboard that we talked about already, but it's here too. Interact. You can use this to generate quiz. Let's say for lecturers, you want to, you've taught a course, I just want to, you are too tired to set your questions, just come here. This help you generate your quiz and all of those things. So basically, because I want to stop here, sorry, I can entertain questions. So let us take our time to go to all of these websites. The beautiful thing about it is that they are very easy to navigate. They are easy to navigate. That is one. Then number two, what you get from this AI tool is a function of what you give. Yes, they are machines. However, they are brilliant, amazing, well, at the loss of adjective, excellent machines. In fact, in terms of reasoning, they perform optimally and better than a lot of human beings. Apologies, this is not to hold any human to contempt. My point is, you can relate with these AI tools as if you are talking to a human. Now, some AI tools that you just chat with, just to, to just while away time, just crack joke. So, and all of these things are available for us. So let us take our time to explore them. I always recommend that people should subscribe to premium version. You can still get a lot of things with all of these free versions. There are some that are freemium in the sense that they provide you with free service for a while for you to know the efficacy of what you are subscribing to. Then you need to upgrade before you continue using them. And there are some that you need to pay from the get-go. Just look at what you need. If what's important to you is you're an academic researcher, look for 2 to 3 AI tools that is going to work perfectly for your need. Subscribe to them. You will enjoy it. It is an investment you cannot regret. And how much are we even talking about? Like I mentioned, I use GPT-4 and I only pay 4,500 naira per month. 4,500 naira per month. It is ridiculous, if you ask me, compared to what I use this thing for. At the moment, this is what I use. That is the only AI tool I use at premium level because majority of my day-to-day activity involves writing. So I'm the communication person. So that is why I subscribe to that. At the moment, I'm not using any other one at premium level. So for you, if you're a research person, you want to look at which one works for you and subscribe to it. If you're a business person, instead of paying 50,000 naira, 8,000 naira for a social media manager, you can subscribe to any AI tool that help you make that. And all you have to do is it will help you generate content, generate image, and also schedule that post. Easy breezy. Lots of time. Once again, I want to thank Dr. Izzy for the invite, and of course uh the foundation for giving me the platform to share this little thought I have with a lot of us. I look forward to be part of subsequent programs. I'll be ready to take questions if you have any.